When you are passionate, you will be unstoppable. You wouldn't be scared to fail. You'll be open to opportunities. You'll be open to fail, and always think about the valuable things that you need to learn from failure. We all want jobs that gives us a sense of purpose. We want to find meaning in our day-to-day work, career. We want to find ourselves in a job that for every time we rise, we are energized. We want to be creative. We want to put in our best. We want to put in our effort and to achieve our full potentials. But sadly, in some cases, you feel that you are not in that job where you're always energized, where it's always a struggle to go to work. It's always depressing when you think about work. I have been there. And it is time for you to find that passion from your work. Find that passion in your job. And today I'll be sharing some tips, if this is you, where you struggle to be fulfilled, where you struggle to work using your full potential. You're just after the paycheck. So for every time you go to work, all you have at the back of your mind is paycheck after paycheck. I'll be sharing some tips with you today. If you don't know me, I am Bola Adeyeye Omishade, and this is the Bola Adeyeye Omishade Show. It is a community where we support ourselves to be our best self, to be the best version of ourselves. And one episode is aired every week where we motivate ourselves, where we answer life challenging questions, those questions that have remained unanswered, so that we can together support ourselves, so that we can reignite our passion. And if you want to be part of this community, please feel free to join us. And for you to know that an episode is aired or is published, you want to click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, because that tells you and notifies you when an episode is published. And yes, if you stick around, you enjoy this episode, I want you to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, share with your family, for all those that you think would benefit from this episode. Right, so you'll go to job for the paycheck. You're finding yourself in that job that it is not you. I know you're not the only one there. Lots of us have been there, However, there are certain things that you could do. First thing I would suggest to you is you need to see the good things about what you do. Whether you are providing a service, you need to bear in mind that you're providing that service to improve people's quality of life. Whether you are caring for people, you need to look at the good things about caring for people, because they need you to live life. They need you to support them. So you're sort of enabling them, and you want to see the positive side of the things that you are doing. Whether you are making a product or whatever it is you're doing, as long as you're doing something to help improve people's quality of life, I want you to change your perspective. Have a shift in perspective, instead of thinking of the paycheck all the time. See the good in what you're doing, and that starts with you shifting your perspective, you changing your perspective. So for every time you get depressed and you're not energized to go to work, or you're not passionate about what you do, you need to take a step back and say, okay, what is this I do? Am I making a product that will help people live their life? Am I caring for people? Or am I sharing my knowledge with you? Because I share my knowledge, and trust me, when I'm talking about what I do, I'm always passionate about it, because I know that I am sharing some of what I have to help people get to where they want to get to. So shift your perspective, change your thoughts about your work, change your thoughts about what you're doing. I know that we all want to make money at some point, but if you think you're not there, you want this comfort, you want this money, sometimes it could be a shift in perspective that you need, and that will help energize or reignite your passion for what you do. In addition to that, in the past, I have realized that when you're not comfortable with maybe your managers or your colleagues, you tend to not like what you do. You feel uncomfortable. You feel you're not part of a team. So what you want to try to do is start connecting with people. Start a good relationship with your colleagues, start a good relationship with your peers, get to know them more, and that will sort of reignite your passion. Sometime in the past, I used to work in the casino at the time, and there was this specific lady, she would of course I worked on the bar, and she was always passionate about the job, and I would look at her and and question myself, what is this thing that she likes about this job, because I didn't like the job at the time. So you want to go closer to those people that are passionate about the job. You want to build a relationship with them, because some point, because they are passionate, it reflects, it just attracts you, it reignites your own passion. When somebody is passionate and enthusiastic, it can be addictive, or it can what's the right choice of word, it just attracts you. And while you're trying to go closer to them, you need to think about it in a way where you are supporting them to be their full potential. You are supporting them to enjoy what they are passionate about. So don't think about it in a way where, in a case of I don't want to have friends, I don't want to. You need to connect with people. You need to look at it from a place where you are supporting them to be their best self, because they're already passionate about it. Support them to increase that passion that they have for that job. Get to know their family, go out with them, go and take drinks with them, or go out, have some time out with them. Get to know them. You want to ask about their goals, you want to talk to them more, and that will sort of reignite your own passion, because already they are passionate. And it might be somebody who is not passionate, or maybe they're the leadership position. Get to know them, have conversations with them, look at the things that make them, you need to know the things that makes them enjoy their job. And the moment you get inquisitive, the moment you get closer to them, it sort of starts reigniting your own passion. And in addition to connecting with people, you need to embrace growth. When you grow personally, it comes with passion. If there is no growth, if there is no personal development, then there is no passion. So try to embrace growth. When there is opportunity to get a task completed, be willing to put yourself forward. Information is very key. The moment you've maybe put up yourself up for completing a goal, you tend to want to get more information. You want to put in your best. You want to be more creative. You want to contribute to the success of the business. And you see, when you are passionate, there's some benefits that comes with being passionate about what you do. You grow financially, because of course it comes with bonuses, it comes with organizational status. And trust me, when you have good organizational status, it just builds your confidence, it increases your passion. You become part of the success story of the business, because of course there is organizational growth as a result of the effort that you are putting into it. And you would realize that day in, day out, you are putting in so much effort to do what you're doing in the best way. You're looking for new ways of doing things on how to be a contributing factor to the success of the business or the organization. So embrace growth, be open to opportunities, and Another benefit is that you would grow personally. You will go, your confidence will be stronger, because you are putting in so much of effort, you are putting yourself out there. And of course, you would get organizational status, you'll be promoted, you see. In addition to that, you sometimes you find yourself in a job where you don't like, but there's some things that you like about the job. There's something that you feel comfortable about doing. You want to focus on those, make those your strengths. I know that sometimes we might find ourselves where we are doing something that we don't like and it's unavoidable, but there will be one or two things that you like to do. Focus on those things, do more of what you love to do. And that was just because when you're doing more of what you want to do, you want to look for new ways of doing it. You are more creative, you're not more innovative. You spend so much doing that thing, and that begins to help you think about the benefit of what you are doing. And then you just get used to it. You feel energized because you know that you are going ahead to do what you love to do. Importantly, for you to increase the passion for what you do, you need to find yourself in the right job. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes you realize that you are not just enjoying any of the things that you do. You know, maybe even if you're thinking in the right way, or you're thinking that yes, I'm contributing life, you are not in the right place. You need to sit down and think about, am I in the right job? Is there you've sat down and you've gone back to the drawing table and you have looked at all your daily tasks, and there is not even one single thing about what you do that you like. Then you need to take a step back and you want to change your career. But you know, one of the problems we have is we're always there is what they call the limiting belief. We're always afraid of the unknown. You know, we are always scared of what will happen. We're always scared of our paychecks, you see. But trust me, when you are in a job that you like, you forget about the paycheck. The paycheck just comes automatically, you know, and all you're doing is wanting to be the best version. You're wanting to put so much effort, you know. So are you in that career that you like? Are you in that job that you like? You know, when you are in a job that you like, trust me, you will not even think of the time. You know, before the day is over, you don't even know. You feel, oh, I can't believe that I have worked for 8 hours. But when you're in a job you don't like, you're always looking at the time. And before it's almost the time for you to close, you already have your bags and you're out of the door. It possibly means that you're not in the right career, or maybe you don't have a good relationship with your colleagues, you know, or you are not seeing one single thing that is your strength. You know, that could be the case. So you want to sit down and reflect, and what is that thing that I like about my job? If there is nothing, then it's time for a career change. And do you know what? One of the reasons why you are not passionate about what you do is the fear. It's fear. This fear of failure, fear of taking risks. You don't want to take risks. You don't want to put yourself up because you are scared of failure, because you are scared of the challenges. That is one very, very important reason why you are not passionate about what you do, because you're scared of your own capacity. You are scared. You don't have the confidence. But you see, for you to move forward, you need to be open to fail. And always ask yourself, like I would say, what is the valuable thing to learn? Because when you are confident, when you are passionate about what you do, you are open to, you are open to learn, you are open to fail and rise up again. You are not scared of the unknown. You are not scared of the competition. You're confident, you're comfortable asking people for help. You're comfortable getting a mentor to support you. So stop limiting yourself. Stop demeaning your own capacity. Stop demeaning your own capabilities. You know, be up for taking risks. Put yourself out to improve, to grow. You know, because when you are passionate about what you do, you are always looking at ways to grow. You are always looking at ways to be the best version of yourself. So I would summarize all I have said. For you to increase or reignite the passion in your job, for your job or your career, whatever you find yourself doing, you have to look at what you're doing. Are you improving people's quality of life? Look at it that, are you contributing to the community? Are you contributing to the society? Look at it as you giving back, as you giving back to people's lives, giving back to the community, improving people, supporting people. Look at it from that direction. You need to connect with people. You need to talk to your colleagues. You need to build relationship with them. You need to get to know them. In addition to that, embrace growth. You want to grow. Be open, or put yourself out. Always be open to learn. Always be open to gain more information. And do those things that you like. Do more of those things that you like. Do more of those things that you like. Do not limit yourself. Do not be scared of taking risk. Take away every failure that is standing as an obstacle of you being fulfilled or reaching your full potentials. Trust me, when you are passionate, you will be unstoppable. You wouldn't be scared to fail. You'll be open to opportunities. You'll be open to fail, and always think about the valuable things that you need to learn from failure. And you will be unstoppable, importantly, because you are passionate, you are creative. You will be more creative about what you're doing. So is this you? Are you just after the paycheck? Start changing your perspective. Have a shift in perspective. Have a change in the way you think about your job. And trust me, you see, the money, that paycheck, will come automatically, because you are putting so much in what you are doing. And overall, if at the end of the day you have sat down at the table and you still cannot find that thing that you like about your job, it is time for change. Don't be scared of change. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to take that bold step. Is this you? Or do you know somebody that needs to hear this? Or do you have other things that you have applied that helps reignite your passion, that drives you to your full potential, that makes you unstoppable? I want to read from you. I know that others would like to read from you. Others would like to hear your thoughts. And I know that also you'll be happy to share those things that have worked for you in the past to help you to be passionate, or to facilitate you being passionate about your job. Share them in the comments, and I know that so many other people will benefit from this. As usual, if you have any questions, the email is on the screen. You haven't liked our social media pages, do not forget to do that. Facebook, our Instagram, we're everywhere. Twitter as well. Follow us on Twitter. And of course, stay tuned. Don't forget to share this with somebody that needs to reignite their passion. And yes, thank you for staying tuned. I hope you have found this very useful, and I will see you again next week. This is Bola Adeyeye Omishade. Bye.